what I want to say. People not gonna like it, but it's the truth, bro. It is the truth. Christianity is the only religion you can do that shit to. It's not respected, bro. It's not respected. It's not revered, bro. It's literally a gay Jesus, a non-binary Jesus, a trans Jesus, or whatever, bro. Because Christianity is watered down, bro. Like nobody respect it. That's why he did this. That's why he can do that shit. Had that been him trying to mock the Muslims, had that been him trying to mock the Jews, uh, Lil Nas X would have been Lil Nas. Listen,
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. And I'm going to give double honors to the apostles of GMS and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And quite frankly, I could have probably gone the rest of my life without seeing that mess. But I got a strong stomach, and the fact that this is even a thing, but again, this is no surprise because that's who they set up to do these things with. Of course, a guy like him is going to go above and beyond to help push the agenda for these rats. And this guy speaking on is practically right. Christianity has got is. I mean, this is the only way you can do that with Christianity. Basically, Christianity is a joke. But the funny part is, it's also become stronger. What I mean by that is, it's grown weak in the face of value in the eyes of the ordinary people, more so just watching it. But it's grown stronger in wickedness because Christianity has pushed stuff like this, has pushed and promoted freedom, quote unquote freedom, to be whatever you like, that Jesus loves all and all this other stuff. It is basically Christianity at its strongest because we're transitioning from different times to back then where people in the name of Christianity will go out and actually kill if they deemed you a heretic. And then you take away, you will actually have actual what they call it back then knights that was enforcers basically, like centurions and basic police that would carry out these acts under Christianity and go around conquering the whole world as they've done, right? Now that that whole plan is done physically, now they moved on to the mental, and that mental is making Christianity seem weak at face value and it's telling you that you could go everywhere in these different doctrines, which still leads back to Christianity, believe it or not. But also that in the mind of TV programming that you can do these things because they deem this place is a God fearing country in the name of Christianity. And this is the only place in quote unquote in the name of Christianity where all religions are accepted. When back then no religion was accepted. Whatever religion you were, you stuck with it, including Christianity, because they was hardcore about that stuff. But times shifted, times changed, and the plans got to shift because Esau is keeping these it's trying to keep us from waking up, and through this, he's going to keep pushing it. He's going to keep people in a docile mindset to be like, hey, this is acceptable, especially with newer generation of kids because this is all they see when they grow up. Bam, I'm used to this. There's not wrong with this because technically there was things in my time when I was a child where certain things seemed fine, whereas the older generation was like, no, this is wrong in all certain different types of ways, right? So the same thing applies, right? But that's why this place needs to go down, especially since you have our people cooning out for these Edomites. They will go above and beyond, left and right. I'm not just talking about the black women. I'm talking about the men too. You know, the women are more in league with them than the men are. But best believe these our people was no better than them at this point. Of course, Esau's even worse. Um, So this is Jeremiah 5:29. Sorry, 5:28. It says, "They are waxing fat, they shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked." And that's exactly our people. Our people going above and beyond, as you see with this guy, Lil Nas X, playing the Transformer Jesus, playing the flaming Jesus, right? And that's all the agenda to actually keep pushing that. Just do what you like, be with anything you like, so long as you're not an Israelite. That is the main thing that they only care about. Because the biggest problem is us waking up, and they know this. That's why he's only targeting us with this stuff. Of course, he'll sprinkle, um, he'll sprinkle a bit of that zesty, dirty filth of the seasoning on other countries. That'd be like, oh yeah, you can also do this too, even though we're not gonna push it heavy like with the people we do here. But you'll mainly see our people being targeted left and right with this stuff, right? Let me continue. It says, "They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper." And that's what's happening. They're not judging any of this stuff. They'll tell you not to judge. They'll be like, "Oh, it's fine. You can um go along with this. And if you have a problem with it, just don't say anything." We don't want to offend people, and that's the problem with these people. They don't want. They're afraid to offend anybody. Offending is the biggest thing as of right now that you shouldn't quote unquote be doing. But we offend all the time. But offending against doing wickedness is a problem for these people, right? Because it says what? It says yet they prosper. They prosper in being wicked. They may not get any fame or wealth out of it, of course, even though you got these social media apps that people wants to get all trying to get all the money and the attention from. But these people are prospering in wickedness because they get to do anything they want to do. That's all they care about. You want to get your rod chopped off, you can do it. You want fake implants, you can do it. You want silicone in your butt, you can do it. It's these are these things that the Lord has shown us and warned us not to be. That's why we are not conformed to this world. Going to Romans 12:2, we're not to be conformed to this world because this is exactly what happens when you get conformed. Because guess what? If you came in this truth just to leave and go back into the world, guarantee you're nine times worse than you were coming in. Because back when you first started off, it was like, okay, I understand. I know what I'm doing wrong. Of course, our brothers had different lives. We all come from different walks of life. But they end up coming into the truth and then falling out. Guarantee you're going to be doing stuff even worse than what you was before you came in, right? So I'm going to this. This is Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." And it makes sense when the more you read this, because guess what? With the fathers out of the house and the mothers, because that was the whole agenda to get us out of the picture. But with the mothers, depending on their welfare or these jobs that they're now getting and claiming to be single moms and all this other stuff, raising their children to be whatever they want to be. That's what makes their children oppressors because their mothers tell them you can do all these things. They'll have you celebrating Christmas. They'll have you celebrate all these wicked holidays, celebrating um all these disgusting things. Yet will take you to church and tell you can leave. Then when you die, all of a sudden the mother was like he was a good boy, but he wasn't good when he ended up starting shooting people. That's not usually the case for a lot of our people. Our people believe in so many things. Shooting might as well be a religion for them because that's all we tend to do with each other, right? It says, "Oh my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and to destroy the way of thy paths." And that's all Esau, because all he does Because guess what? He's the one leading the people at this point. I mean, he's been leading for ever since we've been into captivity. He's been leading us. Because guess what? He's the one who causes us to go off and hell everything. I was gonna go for a list, but that list is way too big. Like the way we eat, the way we live, the way we think. He literally causes us to err. That error is the error. And that's all we live in today is nothing but constant error. Even the clothes we wear is an error, right? And he's constantly destroying ways. Destroying the ways of the past is, of course, anything that keeps us from waking up. Because guess what? If he could, either one, he's going to he's going to eradicate all of us. If he could, if it wasn't for the Lord, as it is, or two, he'll keep us as pure entertainment for whatever thing he wants us to be. Right? And keeping us dumbed down is already part of already part of the plan. So that's why he constantly pumps out more propaganda, more things that you can think of. Hell, they already got a transgender mayor. I forgot for which state, but apparently, even with that thing, I got a news article saying that mayor rushed out because he got called sir. And you're supposed to have that running over you. See, that's the problem with the society. It's completely weak. That's why all the other countries laugh at this place, and we laugh at it because none of this stuff is morally correct. A lot of things in this world ain't morally correct, but the only morally correct thing in this life is this truth. But that's why we prophesied this place going down because it needs to. 100 years from now, if we still here and Esau's still here, Lord knows how it's going to be. Hell, I can't even imagine 50 years. But to see how badly this gone from even the time when I was a child up to now, it feels kind of quick already, and it's already pathetic and disgusting here, right? So we get this last one. This is Psalms 9:2. It says, "I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou most high." O thou most high. Right? It says, when my enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence, and that's completely true even to this day. Because any enemy in general, when it comes to our time, is always perished, and Esau will be no different. So that's why we constantly put out what we put out, especially in crying and prayers to the Heavenly Father to come back and deliver us from this mess. Because even doing a video on this is disgusting as it is. As far as just having to see that thing, but it's a wonderful thing to do these videos because we store up our treasures in heaven. Because we sincerely want to get out of this place for the ones that sincerely knowing this truth, right? So that's all I have going to that. So, little one, this is edifying, and with that, shalom.